Hey there, how you doing? Let's talk about cooking in midnight. And I'm glad to inform you that the hearty food is back and it's here to stay. If you had no idea what that is, the hearty food is a cooking system that turns regular food into hearty food, and that way whenever you get a buff from a food, it will last through death. And that is just one of the most amazing features ever implemented into cooking, because whenever you're doing keys, if you die, you don't have to eat again. So this is just a must have. You can turn all of the foods from cooking into hearty versions, and whenever you're doing that, make sure to use the finishing reagents. It will yield a bit more of that food, so you will save bits and pieces of gold while you're making hearty food for yourself or your guild or your raid group. And yeah, it works with feasts, so your raid group do not need to sit down and eat every single vibe. Make sure to use this stuff. This is just great. You get a salvage that you can just salvage Thalassian fillet from fishes around the songs and all of the midnight zones. Then you have starter food, intermediate food, and advanced food, which nobody is gonna bother with because you're using this stuff to level up your cooking. That's the only use. And then there's the master ones. You have Champion's Bento and Flora Frenzy, which both will give you 49 stamina and 25 primary stats. This is probably gonna end up the most useful food in the Midnight expansion. The Royal Beast ones will give you 98 stamina, but I don't think this is going to be very popular because people are looking for primary stats, right? And this is the one you're going to be turning into hearty food, most likely. Whichever end up the most cheapest, anyway. And there's 4 feasts, which will all give you 50 primary stats, and they're all the same, different mats, whichever end up the cheapest will be the one people will be using. But yeah, you get the gist. That's it. At the end of the video, I want to mention the teas, because we have teas now. If you had no idea, these teas will give you buffs to your gathering skills. The Argent Leaf one will give you finesse and speed. The Azerut, do not pay attention to the Lua error. I have no idea why I'm getting this when checking out the teas. Maybe they're not finished. And on that note, I must say that why not subscribe to the channel? I'm having a video on professions every 2 days. It will help us both greatly. So would you kindly push that button and subscribe to the channel? I will inform you if anything changes, and maybe this is something related to the teas. Maybe they changed the stuff, but as of right now in the beta, these teas will give you bonuses to your deafness and speed, and the most important one, which has the most hardest name to pronounce, maybe it's Sanguithorn, I think. It will give you perception and speed, and perception is a must-have. So if you're a gatherer, you're gonna be eating before your activities. Sadly, I checked, yeah, that's there again. I checked the hardy food and there were no teas here, so if you die while doing gathering, you have to eat again. And there it is. That's everything that is happening with the cooking in Midnight Expansion. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in another one. Bye bye.